After everything you've said this year about the Vikings and your boy KOC, how are you saying the Rams are better?
It was a week. That was a really listen,
one game.
Man. It doesn't matter what's. Let's do it, man. Let's make our pick. Let's get on to our Bada Bets segment. We're picking every game this weekend, and thanks to that, thanks to our 12-5 Washington Commanders, we will be picking our game as well as a part of this Bada Bets segment. So I was 2-3 last week, which puts me at 51, 41, and 1 for the year. Pop was 1-4, which puts him at 47, 45 and 1. So Pop 2 games over 500, me 10 games over 500, which was a goal of mine as the season was going. I wanted to be 10 games over by the end of the regular season. So I'm happy to have got there in true Dom fashion, right at the last. I couldn't have spared a game, and I even got a push to make it happen, but 10 games over 500 is pretty cool. So enjoy, guys. This is probably going to be my best season as Bada Bets.
Yeah, goes, last week was a really tough week as we predicted. It just we lost, I think, at least 2 of those games on point spread. Picked the right team to win, missed the point spread. So
what are you going to do? That's week 18 for you. But Sunday Night Football, Commanders are at the Bucks. Bucks are 3-point favorites. Who do you like there, Pop?
We're picking our boys.
Of course.
We're picking the Commanders.
Got to take the Washington Commanders there. You just got to pick them, man. We got to roll with the boys, see what happens all the time for what a great season and blah, blah, blah. Talk is for whenever we do get eliminated. Right now, let's focus on this win. Let's get this win ahead of us, and let's keep this train going. It's been too much fun to stop now.
Yeah, I think when you look at this list of games, right, this is one of the best matchups. Yeah. It really is in terms
of
the
dark throw.
The competitive nature of the two teams. When you're a 3-point favorite at home, they're basically saying it's 2 even teams. Yeah. It would be amazing. The last playoff win that we've gotten was back in Joe Gibbs 2.0 against the Bucks. So let's repeat history there.
Crazy.
And we owe them one because they beat us in the last playoff matchup that we actually had. So let's do this.
So
I will say real quick, just one other quick point about the game. I do like the fact, and this is, I got to give an assist to my wonderful wife who's been getting into the Commanders more and more and more, as I know your girlfriend Morgan has. And she said, we have not lost a rematch this year. We have not lost a rematch this year. Think about it.
It's a good point.
So
good point.
Spoken
Swept
into
the Giants,
existence. Just
got
like
Dallas on the second one. Yeah.
Not lost the rematch yet this year.
I like it. I like that a lot. So let's make it happen, man. Let's finish out. Let's keep it going. So we're both taking the Commanders there. Sunday Night Football, obviously primetime slate, going to be a blast. Can't wait. Saturday, 4:25, Chargers 3-point favorites at the Texans. What do you like there, Pop?
I like the Chargers.
I like the Chargers as well.
Yeah, a lot of like negativity around the Texans. They're 10-7. Like,
it's a decent.
It was hardly a fall off year for them. It wasn't quite as good as what we liked, but I just think the Chargers in general. My rule for this round is I'm going with the better team, and I just think the Chargers are the better team this year.
Yeah, I agree. And what a turnaround. You want to talk about turnarounds. I mean, the Chargers were, 5-12 last year?
Yeah.
Harbaugh comes in. They clear out a lot of guys. I've been saying from the beginning what a talented quarterback I think Herbert is, and you pair him with a good coach, and you've got some good stuff happening. So there's that. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Steelers at Ravens. I'm hoping I get to watch this game, at least catch the second half. I got work on Saturday. But hopefully it wraps up early. I can catch the second half of this game. Ravens are 9.5-point favorites. That is a ton of points. But I tell you what, that's a lot of points. What do you like,
I'm
Pop?
going Ravens. I'm not making the same mistake twice. They were a big favorite the last time against Steelers. I think the Steelers are just not playing well, and the Ravens are peaking at the right time of the season. And I'm going to stick with my mantra here. It's a lot of points. It's tempting to not to take the Steelers and the points and saying that's going to be a much better battle. I can hear our insider screaming at us through YouTube saying we should take the Steelers.
Yeah.
But I'm going Ravens. I'm not making that same mistake again.
Yeah, sorry, Willie. I'm taking the Ravens too here. I don't see a Steelers football team that cares. Like, maybe cares is not the right word, but it just seems like it's a complete fall apart. The difference in I was watching.
They don't have a quarterback.
That's a big part of it. But I mean, they didn't have a quarterback for the first 8 weeks of the season either, and they were looking like one of the best. At one point, they looked like one of the best teams in the league, and they've just completely come apart at the seams.
They were relying a lot on their defense.
I don't know, and I guess they've had some injuries, but I'll take the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens here. Sunday, 1:00, Broncos at Bills. Bills 8.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Broncos to keep this close, but I like the Bills to win.
I'm going Bills.
I like it. This could be that could be a bad.
Again, I'm sticking with my picking the better team. I know it's a lot of points. The Broncos, I give them a ton of credit. They've done a lot of great things this year. I haven't really been a believer, but they've proven me wrong time and time again. But I think their kind of run stops here, and I think the Bills are gonna win this one pretty easy.
I think they lose, but I think it'll be close. The Broncos have been playing a lot of close games this year. They got blown out by the Ravens, but aside from that, they've been playing a lot of pretty close games this year. So I'm going to take the Broncos to cover, and that's probably a bad pick, but I'm going to take the Broncos to cover there. Packers at Eagles. Eagles 4.5-point favorites here. I'm taking the Pack. What do you like, Pop?
Going Eagles.
All right, probably the right pick as well. But I don't know. I got a tingle about the Packers winning a playoff game this year. I just got a tingle about it. I got a tingle about the Eagles coming apart. It's just that Eagles team is always like a poorly made sweater. It's like it just takes one string and you start pulling at that and then so I think the Packers might pull on that string this weekend.
Where is Jordan Love trending at this point? I know that Jalen Hurts is trending positive, but is Jordan Love?
They're gonna. Ain't no way Jalen Hurts doesn't play. Jordan Love should be good to go for Packers playoffs. Is PackersNews.com headline.
So we're saying two fully staffed teams. So that's definitely big for the Packers. Certainly big for the Eagles for Hurts to come back. I think that whole dynamic changes if either one of them can't play. I would reverse my pick, even though I know I can't do that if it's without Hurts. But I think the Eagles are going to roll in this game.
Maybe we can Bada Bet season. It'll be season 4 next year, which is wild. But maybe for Bada Bet season 4, we can pencil in a little reversal clause. But season 3, no reversals.
That's weak. That's weak.
I like it. Monday Night Football, Vikings 1.5-point favorites at the Rams.
Millennial rule. Reversal.
What do you like there, Pop? What do you like there, Pop?
Vikings, Rams. This is one that I was less decisive on. But I'm going to go Vikings. I'm going to stick with my better team outlook on things. I think they're going to bounce back off their pretty rough showing. And, they played Sunday night, but they get that extra day with the Monday night game. So I'm going Vikes.
I'm with you on the better team clause, but I think the Rams are the better team here.
Wow. All right, it's going to be juicy. Got 3 picks different this week.
It doesn't matter.
How are you saying, after everything you've said this year about the Vikings and your boy KOC, how are you saying the Rams are better?
It was a week. That was a really... Listen, man, it doesn't matter what's happened the last 17 weeks.
It's one game against the best team in football.
The last 18 weeks don't matter. What matters is what do you bring in the playoffs. And what I saw was Darnold go back into that turtle shell a little bit. And I think Darnold's been playing above his head all year. And I think Darnold going back into that turtle shell against Verse and the rest of that Rams defense, who's been really good this year. I think Sean McVay coaching them boys up, getting something going. I like the Rams here.
We're gonna have a discussion. I don't want these people to think bad of me for taking money off my boy. We're gonna have a discussion offline about putting some real scroll on this pick between the two of us.
I'll give you the Rams money line. I'll take it without the points. I got the Rams. I got the Rams at home. I think they win that game.
I like it. You're confident. I feel good about my picks this week.
When I'm wrong, but I like it. I feel good about. I don't feel great about the Broncos or the Packers pick, but that Rams pick I feel strong about.
There you go.
So
anything can happen in these games. Honestly, the one that I'd be really shocked would be the Broncos actually beating the Bills if they cover the points. That's why the point spreads are what they are, right? It's supposed to even out the game, but it's like when you give me strokes in golf, right? It's supposed to just even things out. So.
We play straight up in golf. Now, once these new irons get in, but that's a different conversation. Anyways, what do you say we wrap this thing up, huh?
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us. If we have this long, it's been a lot of fun.
Hey, we had to talk a little bit. I mean, if we don't get on here and give an in-depth breakdown of the wild card game, what have we been doing all year? What's the point? What's the point if we break this down? If we break this down the same way we broke down the Titans game, what's the point? What's the point? Yeah. It's playoff football. It's playoff podcasting for the boys. We're back. Let's wrap this thing up, guys. Without further ado, I've been Dom.
This is Pop.
Thank you for another great week, everybody, and hail to the Commanders.
Let's go. Hail.